Hey, what's up? I'm Chance Stad with Team MVP. I'm going to be playing around with my Gyropalooza box today. I'm going to be opening up the box and pulling discs out without looking at what's inside. I'm going to try and guess. And then once I've thrown one off the tee, I can use that for upshots and putting and whatnot. But I'm going to try to get a birdie using each disc off the tee. Any disc that I don't get a birdie with during this round, I'm going to give away. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's open this up. It's so tempting to look at what's inside. And we'll see what I'm playing with off the first tee. So I'm at Passive Park. The first shot, ideally a forehand. It's about 270, I think. Okay, let's see here. Want something slightly overstable. Fairway. I think I want, this feels overstable. This is a, oh, wave. Actually, that's super nice, and I've been wanting to try one of these. 158 wave. Probably not overstable. All right, here goes. 158 neutron. Actually has some plasma wave. See if I can keep it from going left into the water. Okay, that worked out. This probably landed around here. I tried to roll back into the water. I actually have to make it up great. There's something that was a little big too. Alright, so we birdied with the wave. That's a good start. This next hole is super short, probably the easiest on the course. So I want to try and get a putter here. I'm just gonna feel them up. Uh-oh. I think I can feel the two putters I got, and I am terrible at putting with the glitch, but I do like throwing them, so that's good. So let's give this a try. I'll go straight at it. Get it. Whew. All right, so that should be another birdie. Right. Easy tap in with the glitch. 2 for 2. Head on to hole 3. Okay, good start. 2 for 2. This one's about what does it say? 365. Like something not too overstable. Actually, what would be good here? I don't know. That feels slightly unstable. Oh, does it though? Man, it is gonna be so hard. Yes, okay. This is a pretty good disc here. It's still a tough birdie, but let's see what we can do here. I know it's glow, but might be able to get it to hold straight. Oh, that's nice. Wow. I like that. It came up a little short, probably 35 feet, and we have a putt with the glitch to go 3 for 3. Ah, well. That'll be a tap in par. Okay, hole 4, 350 feet downhill. You really need something to go out there that turns late and doesn't fade back if you want a birdie. I usually throw a rhythm here. And ooh, this is gonna be hard. That's a 6 feet. I think this is a crave, maybe. This is a 166 neutron crave, so maybe I can get a little turn out of it. Let's find out here. I'm gonna aim at that tree on the left and hope that it turns just a bit to the right. Oh yeah, get through. Oh yes, okay, we're putting. Okay, we got a birdie look, but I'm gonna need to learn how to putt with a glitch real fast. Okay, got that one. Let's go. Only missed one so far. I like that. Hole 5, 300 feet. Don't throw it in the water. Anything fast, ideally stable, should be fine here. And that should work. I think that's a time lapse. Let's go, neutron time lapse. Super domey one. All right, this isn't the safest tee pad necessarily, but the guys down there are letting me throw. So here we go. Just start it out right and let it fade back. Oh, that's not gonna fade enough. It's dry. Well, dry-ish. We'll see. Okay, I think that one is just barely inbounds. I got the thumbs up from the other guys. Okay, it's soggy, but it's dry. Or touching land at least. I'm gonna take my meter. That's about a meter. And now my hand's wet. Okay. Come on. Yes! Okay. I take it back. Maybe I'm not terrible at putting with the glitch. There we go. Time lapse. Okay, that birdie was a surprise. Let's see what we got. This next hole is really tricky. You either have to throw something that flips up a bit or play for a longer putt, or there is a forehand option with something stable, but it'll really depend on what disc I get. I think that feels like the balance. I think I know what that is. Man, that feels nice. What else do we have? That's a little slow. Ooh, that's stable. I think that's like a fireball or something. A Tesla. 167 R2 Tesla. I think this is forehand. So I'm gonna try and, hopefully I don't block the view. I don't know if you can really see it anyway, but I'm gonna try and flex something down the path that stables up late. Okay. Yes. No! That was actually a really good drive. But had to beat that last tree. Okay, just so you can see, there's like no line here. So pretty sure I'm not gonna be birdieing this, but we might as well toss it up and try to get lucky. No, it's gonna fade out a bit. Okay, tap in par. I'm okay with that. Okay, we didn't get that birdie, and I'm gonna keep pulling things out of the box until I've pulled everything out before I go back to anything for a tee shot. 270, let's see, kind of any fairway or straight or mid. What's this thing? And where do I need the other stuff? All right, let's try this, see what this is. This reactor or hex maybe? Really like this. Glow reactor. This should be all right. Super clear too. All right. See how we can do on this one. Oh, it's really stable. Uh-oh. Okay. I've got about 100 feet left. I'm gonna try forehanding the glitch. See if I can give it a little run. Not bad. Not much of a run though. Easy par. All right, just a little tap in. There we go. Okay, hole 8, 442 feet. Not really aligned to try and get a putt, but I mean, it's doable with a throw in or something. Kind of depends what I get here. Couple drivers, and then I think I know where I'm going to throw those. So it's going to be one of these two. That feels really stable. I think I'm going to try this thing. Ooh, that's pretty. What is this? Is that a... It's a lift. Really domey lift. What should I do? Okay, I think I'm going to try and throw it down the fun gap because that's what everyone wants to see. Let me see where I need to get out of the way of the camera. I'll go left. All right. Here goes nothing. Oh, that did not turn like I thought it would. Kick out. Ooh, that's not ideal. That might be a tough 3. Okay, this is in a tough spot. I'm going to try and take the R2 Tesla, flip something at the top, and just get myself probably a long putt like that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. I got so lucky with that kick. Okay, so this is not a total gimme if I had my regular putter, but it seems to be working with the glitch, so I guess I can't complain. Well, they play that as a par 4, so that counts as a birdie. So the lift is safe. This one's probably hard to see, somewhere in this neighborhood. But basically anything overstable, any speed, I can get there with. So I've been really bad at guessing what's overstable and what's understable, but it's been working out in my favor. That feels overstable. Oh yeah, that's the fireball. That's what I felt on that last one. Okay, this should work. Although I don't often throw one. Might have to put a little ante on it. I know it's gonna fight back, but it's R2. Feels like there's a fair bit of fission in it. I don't know. It's got some good grip. All right, let's see. Throw it up high. And then just let it, oh, that's not that crazy stable. Get in. Oh, wow, that was close. That was extremely close to going in. And the fireball is now safe. All right, one more birdie. Fantastic. The fireball is safe. Now we've got hole 10, only 2 discs left. That's the parachute there. So got the parachute, totally clips. Feels really, really nice and soft. Feels very similar to the soft plasma. Those ones I find flew pretty much the same as a pitch and a glitch. A little more stability, tiny bit faster, but with a little bit of fade at the end. So that would be nice here if it goes nice and straight. I have heard these are slightly more stable, but let's just see if we can get it to go straight. Yeah. Oh, there's that fade at the end. That's still really, ooh, that stopped short. Still really good though. I'm happy with that. Okay, we are just short of the circle here. About, actually probably 45 feet. See if I can Make another putt here. There we go. All right. Parachute is now safe. After a big putt on hole 10 to save the parachute, we come to hole 11. Obviously, the final disc in the box is going to be a proto balance. Ooh, feels nice. So I've, whoa! Look at this. Let me see if I can bring it in. We have a watermelon proto balance. All right. I've been saving it for this hole when I realized this one was coming up, because I should be able to just throw it out there flat, about 200 feet, and then just let it fade towards the basket. I think that's parked. Might be just short though. Man, that disc is pretty. Okay, so you can see the basket up here. I came in just next to this tree and parked it with this beautiful disc. Say hi to Leia. Okay, quick recap. Have not birdied with the Tesla, the Reactor, or the Vanish yet. So I'm gonna start trying to throw these. This is a good one for the Reactor. It's only about 230 or so. I just want to throw something high and flat through that gap and let it stall and fade back towards the basket, assuming it's even over there. I don't actually see, yeah, there it is. There's no way you're gonna be able to see it, but you'll just have to trust me. It's way left, elevated, dangerous. So you want to get close on this one. That's wide enough. Yeah, that should be really good. Yeah, that'll be probably 30-foot putt. Scary putt though. This is a little bit longer of a putt than I thought it was going to be, about 40-ish feet. There we go. Yes! All right. Say hi to the Wilkes down at the bottom. They're one of the nicest families in this sport. Apparently I can putt with a glitch today. All right, so we've got, what is this, 260 uphill, water the whole way. Let's try this Vanish on a forehand. See what happens. Leia. Oh, that's not bad. Yes. All right, that's a putt. I'm not gonna guess how close it is this time because apparently I'm terrible at that. Okay, we've got about a 20-foot putt left. Shouldn't be an issue. There we go. Easy peasy. Vanish is safe. Only thing left is the Tesla. Okay, hole 14. I'm actually not gonna throw the Tesla because I really want to throw the parachute here. And there's still a couple opportunities to get a birdie with the Tesla. Let's see here. Oh, this is, it says 150. Wow, it plays a little more than that, but it's a nice short one up the hill. Woo! Parked, nice and straight. I'm also gonna try the Proto Balance on a forehand, just so you can see it a little better, because you probably didn't on the last hole that I threw it. Same gap, very overstable. Here we go, the balance and the parachute. Okay, this one might be good for the Tesla. It's going to be hard to see. The basket's way down there at the end of that path. I'm going to try to, I think I need to put a little bit of flex on this Tesla. It seemed pretty stable when I threw it. If it fights back, oh, it's maybe not that stable. I think I'm just long left of the pin. Another probably 40-foot putt, maybe a little less, from a pile of logs. Ugh. Little awkward. There we go. Okay, Tesla's safe. Wow, I birdied with everything. Okay, well, we've got 3 more holes left. We'll have to come up with something else. Winter 16, it is at the far corner of the camera at the moment. I didn't actually throw this one all that great before, so I'm gonna try to redeem myself with it here, throwing a forehand way out left. Wow. All right. Looked kind of like an ace run, so my disc should be back here somewhere if I didn't go too far. Oh, yeah. Here it is. Let's get you out of there. I would much rather not be straddling. Nope. Ah well. I've been putting great. One miss isn't so bad. Old 17. It's only 220 straight through these trees. You're not going to be able to see it because it doesn't have a yellow band, but it's right in the middle of the clearing on the top of the, what we call asphalt hill. If that fades back the right amount, yeah. Parked. Sweet. Hole 18, 265. Let's try the Tesla. Should be able to throw this flat. Get in. Ooh, that was close. That was good. Let's see. I don't normally throw anything like this on this hole, but let's try a backhand, see if we can get an ace. No, not quite. That was good though. We've got Fireball. And Crave. Ball. And then I've got the Tesla. Not bad. We'll say birdie finish. Sweet. That was fun. Okay, so that's 18 holes at Passive Park with the new Gyropalooza box. I did not expect to birdie with all 11 discs, so I think the only fair thing to do is to just give the entire box away. So stay tuned. I'll do a giveaway, probably on social media. And if you don't win that one, you're definitely going to want one. So just check out your local retailers, and that's going to be the best way to get one. All right. Have a good one.